It's time for May favorites. I can't even begin to comprehend how it's already June. Like, I feel like summer is unfortunately going to fly by, and in like a matter of what will feel like weeks, we are going to be talking about Christmas. Like, it's crazy how fast time flies. I apologize for how dark and gloomy this video seems like it's going to turn out. I'm filming this on a Friday evening, and our dining room, which is where I film, only has one like teeny tiny window, but there's a house like immediately beside it. So once it's evening, there is no light in here whatsoever, and that's also why my makeup is looking a little crusty dusty right now too, because I've just had it on all day and then ran some errands, and it's so hot. Like, I don't know about anywhere else, but at least in Ontario, the weather did a complete 360, and now it is like so hot and humid, and my hair is not enjoying this. I'm sweating, and it's a whole thing. But let's get into the things I was loving for the month of May. My list is actually pretty short. I've been just using and loving the same things that I was using and loving in April. So I only have a few new things that I've discovered to chat about. The first thing being a hair product, and I don't know if this really counts because I only just discovered it like at the very end of May, but I instantly fell in love with it. And that is the OGX Bond Protein Repair Pre-Shampoo Treatment. This is new in Canada, I believe, and I think there's more to this line as well. At least that's what it looks like from the back of the bottle, but I haven't seen anything else from this line yet. Oh my goodness, I used this and immediately became obsessed with it. I obviously haven't been using it long enough to know if it actually repairs the hair yet, but it makes your hair so incredibly soft. So first impressions is that I just love the way this makes my hair feel. You put it on either wet or dry hair. So I did it on dry hair, just slapped some in, really focused it on like the mid-length and the ends of my hair where things get extra dry and tangly. And I just wore this around for a few minutes. I believe it says like 5 or 10 minutes you're supposed to leave it in for. Let's see, 5 to 10 minutes. So I just put this in a bit before I knew I was going to shower. You could always do it maybe like before a workout, or if you want to do like a face mask before you hop in the shower, just kind of build it into your routine that way. And after I let this sit, hopped in the shower, I did like my normal shampoo conditioning routine, and my hair was like noticeably way softer than it normally is after I get out of the shower. I was truly blown away. It does say on the bottle that you only need to use it once a week. It doesn't seem like it's designed to use every single time you wash your hair, but I kind of want to use it every time I wash my hair because it's just like noticeably so much silkier and softer and like less tangly. My hair is really fine, so it tangles pretty easily. It was just noticeably the biggest improvement when I used this. But I'm really hoping that the more time that goes on, the more time I use this, maybe that will just turn into my hair's like natural state at all times. This is absolutely amazing. I believe it was only $10 Canadian. So I would highly recommend checking it out if you see it at your drugstore, because as I've said, I've only used it a couple times and I am already so in love with this product. Next up, we have the Urban Decay 24/7 Waterline Eye Pencil in the shade Legend, which is really just a black eyeliner, but this is designed to go in the waterline. And I've dabbled with putting eyeliner in the waterline before, and I always just found that it smudged. And so I very quickly abandoned the idea of doing this. But I had stumbled across a TikTok talking about putting eyeliner in your upper waterline to make your lash line look darker. So I started browsing the Sephora app just to see if there was any eyeliners that seemed like they were specifically designed for that purpose, because I didn't want to attempt to do this and just have mascara bleeding all down into like my eyeballs, my lower lash line, all of the things throughout the day. So I figured based on the name of this pencil that was exactly what it was intended for. I tried it out and it makes such a difference. Like, the girls were not lying about this. It makes your lash line look so much more full. It is darker, it is denser in appearance when you add eyeliner to your upper waterline. And I know this probably isn't like a revolutionary concept for most people, but I just hadn't tried it before. And as someone who doesn't have the most luscious of lashes, I noticed such a big difference. My only, I guess, kind of complaint with it was that I found it really hard to remove at the end of the night, which isn't necessarily a problem, I guess, in terms of it clearly doing its job and not budging. But because of that, this isn't something I would do like every day if I'm just going to work. I would save something like this for when I am going out and I really just want my eyes to pop and I want my lashes just to look so much more dramatic and voluminous. So this will probably be used like every weekend coming up because I already have so many plans in the books for the summer. I have some jewelry items that I actually want to talk about. They are all from the brand Pavoy. I'm not 100% sure how you say it, but it's just on Amazon. And I have ordered now a ton of their jewelry items. And here they are. I have this tennis bracelet here. I ordered 4 of these rings, and then this ring is a dupe of that like really trendy 3-in-1 ring. I'll put that one on so you can actually see what I'm talking about. So that is a dupe of this ring. I'm actually not sure where this style of ring originated from, but I've just been seeing so many rings in this particular style lately, and I think it is just the coolest ring ever. I love a statement ring, so this was right up my alley, and since it is a bit more of a trendier piece of jewelry, I don't want to spend a ton of money on that, if I'm being honest, only because I don't know how long that will be something that's trendy for. And not that you can't wear like any jewelry or clothing or whatnot once it's no longer like trendy. I know I am someone that likes to try to keep up with the trends. So I'm so excited I found this jewelry line. I've been wearing these every weekend nonstop. I've been stacking the rings like so and doing just 2 on each finger, wearing the bracelet. Like I have been loving all of these pieces. So far, quality is fantastic. It's obviously just gold plated based on the cost. I haven't noticed the gold tarnishing at all yet. And like I said, I've been wearing these. Like I wear them every weekend when I go out. I've like been out, been sweating, like my hands get wet, and so far they're holding up great. No green fingers in sight because that is the worst. The only issue I've had with one of the rings is that I've lost a stone, but honestly, it's not even really a huge issue because I just wear it with the missing stone facing the back, so you can't even see it. And to be fair, for the price that I paid, if one of them loses a stone, I can handle that. Last but not least, I have a food, maybe wellness, actually probably not wellness, product to talk about. And I was actually debating on if this is something I should mention or not, only because I am someone who has had a history of body image issues as well as an unhealthy relationship with food. So I'm always really hesitant to talk about anything in the like diet category, only because I don't want to trigger anything for someone who might also be experiencing those things. So this is just your warning right now that if this seems like something that might be triggering to you, to just exit and close out of this video. This is the last product that I am speaking about, so you won't miss anything. by leaving now. If this isn't a topic that's triggering for you and maybe you're looking to lose a couple pounds with summer coming up, or just tone up a little bit, get in a little bit better shape, I have recently started using and really enjoying this product, which is the PB&Me powdered peanut butter. It is a Canadian brand. Is it? Before I make that promise, I swear I saw a maple leaf on this. Ah, Montreal. Okay, perfect. It is a Canadian brand, which I am really striving to support Canadian brands right now. So that is an extra plus. I'm a huge peanut butter lover. Like every day I consume peanut butter. So when I saw this in the store, I was really intrigued. And just by looking at the nutritional label, it is so many less calories than traditional peanut butter. I typically eat natural peanut butter anyway, so obviously like health-wise, it's not awful for you, but I believe it's about like 100 calories per tablespoon, whereas this is 60 calories per 2.5 tablespoons. So basically I'm able to consume much more of this for much less calories. Every morning I make a smoothie for breakfast. I've been doing it for so many years at this point, and I typically do like a big heaping spoonful of peanut butter, which I don't even want to try to guess how many calories that spoonful was. In my head, I told myself it was 100 calories, but there is like no way. It was probably like 300 or 400. I don't actually like count calories. That would be very unhealthy for me and just send me back down a very bad path. But I do just try to keep it somewhat in mind, especially right now with bathing suit weather coming up and me just wanting to tone up a teeny tiny bit. So I've been enjoying using this in my morning smoothies because I can still do a decent sized spoonful, but only have it be like the smallest amount of calories. So if you're into fitness or maybe on a bit of a weight loss journey and you also are a peanut butter addict, highly recommend checking this out. I know it also says that you can mix this with water and create like actual peanut butter. I haven't tried doing that yet, so I can't speak on that. But for smoothies, it's fantastic. And that is all my favorites for the month of May. As I said before, nothing has really changed that much from previous months. So if you're curious about things that I am using and loving, I'd really recommend checking out my April favorites video, because all of that stuff is just continuing to roll on through May and probably through June as well. I will link the items that I talked about today in the description box below. I would love to hear about what you guys were also loving this month. If there's anything that you think I should check out, please let me know. If you have any video requests for the future, I'd also love to hear about that. Whether it is more favorites or maybe even like a what I eat in a day video if you are curious about this peanut butter situation that I talked about. That is it from me today. This is going to be a short and sweet video. I hope you had a fantastic month of May, and I will see you next week for another video. Bye.